Honey, how are you? Okay?
I'm fine, thanks. It's nice of you to ask.
Where did your father-in-law go? Do you know what he's up to right now?
He just went outside to have a cigarette.
Okay, that's fine. You come in here and sit down for a moment.
Okay, I'm happy to do that.
You know that my son was spoiled as a child. I always gave him whatever he wanted.
I know that. I've learned about that.
And you know my daughter is really good at her job. She earns so much money and I'm so proud of her. But there is a problem. She's nearly 40 now and she didn't get married. I'm really putting big expectations on my son because of it.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
He's got a good job and he's married now, too. I'm really happy about the direction of his life and I really want good things to happen to him. I'm expecting a lot and I hope you're going to help me with all this.
I know he's a really great guy. I'm a lucky girl to be married to your son. I'm sure we're going to have a really happy marriage.
I'm really putting a lot of pressure on him. I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. But when your daughter doesn't get married, I think it's only natural you start to look to your son.
I heard this. He told me. He told me that you're really going to provide a lot of support for us. I'm really happy to hear this myself. It's so nice to know that you're behind us in all this.
That's right. I really want the best for you and him. I don't want anything to go wrong. You should also know that he's a really good investor and you need to be helping him with that.
Oh, you think I should be doing that too? I was just going to leave him to get on with it himself. He seems to know what to do. I don't know if I'd be any help to him.
I've really done my best to help him out and make sure he does well. I know he's going to make a lot of money for the whole family. I've even given him some money myself. I'm really hoping for a good return. You need to do whatever you can do too. I want everyone to be involved in this. I don't want anyone not doing their bit.
I'll try to do my best for you and the whole family.
What do you think you'll be able to do? What are you good at?
What do you mean?
You just came into our lives suddenly and we've done so much to help you out. It would be really nice if you could do something for us, too. It's been so inconvenient for me during this time. I'm getting old now. You don't have to worry about that. You're young and you can make as much money as you want. Everyone needs enough money. We all need to get by in comfort and happiness.
I see. You're not wrong about that.
I suppose you've heard all this stuff from my son, too.
What makes you think that?
It's going to cost him a lot of money to raise a family. You're going to be expensive, so he must be thinking about these kinds of things. There's going to be a whole lot of responsibility for you and him, and you're not going to be able to get away from it. You're not my son, but you still have to be good to me and earn some money.
I understand what you're trying to tell me here.
I hope you know that it really wasn't easy being a mom. There was so much that I had to do. It was really stressful at times and almost more than I could take. I just want you to know this and realize how much I've done for you.
Okay, I get it. Is she just trying to get my money here? What does she want?
So what happened? Tell me more. Who were you talking to?
I was talking to your mom.
You were talking to my mom? What were you talking about? What did she want?
Yes, I was talking to her for a long time. She really had a lot to say.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't realize she wanted to talk to you.
She was talking and talking. I didn't really know what to say to her. We haven't been married that long, and already she's pestering me.
What did she want? Some news that she wanted to share with you?
She just wanted to talk about money.
Money? She was talking to you about money? Did she want some?
I think she wants me to give her some money. She seems to think it's my duty to her. She didn't directly say it, but she seemed to be hinting at it. I didn't know what to say to her. I was lost for words.
She wanted money from you. What is she playing at? She shouldn't be asking you for money.
She was telling me that she'd done so much for me and that I had to do some things to help the family. She was telling me that the future was going to be hard and that I needed to do my best to help the family. I don't think she wants the burden to fall solely on you. She keeps contacting me now and asking me about money. I don't know how to talk to her. She goes on, and I don't know what to say.
This is new for me. I've never spoken to her about money before. I don't know why she's asking you for money. She's never done that to me.
Maybe she wants to be nice to you. She seems to care about you a lot and worry a lot too.
I'm glad you've told me about this. I didn't know anything about it.
You don't need to worry. I can probably get through this on my own. I just wanted to tell you so you knew what was going on.
Next time she talks to you about this, then let me know. I'll deal with it. In fact, if she phones you, then just give the phone to me and I'll talk to her.
I don't know if she wants me to mention it to you. It might make her unhappy.
Don't listen to her. She shouldn't be asking you for money at all. I want to talk to her about this, so next time it happens, be sure to tell me.
Okay. If that's what you want me to do, then I'll do that. It's nice to know that you're here by my side. I know I'm going to let your mom down because I just don't have any money to give her.
Hi, Jenny. Are you okay?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm good. Are you unhappy? You don't look like you're having a good time.
No, I'm fine, thanks. Nothing's wrong.
I'm just looking at the expression on your face and you're clearly not happy about something or other. Why don't you tell me what it is?
There's really nothing wrong with me at all. Nothing for you to worry about.
Why don't you tell me what's on your mind? You can be sure that I'm not going to judge you. I won't tell anyone about it. It's just between you and me.
There's really nothing for me to tell you about. I'm totally fine.
Are you annoyed with me? Did I do something to make you unhappy?
No, it's not that. It's really nothing.
Well, if you insist. I'm not going to press you if you don't want to talk. I just thought it might be nice if we shared our problems with each other. Is it something to do with the food you eat around here? Are you not happy with that?
I don't want to talk about it with you. Your mom and dad are a little bit annoying, but I don't want to let it get in the way of me and you. We're having a few little problems right now, but there's nothing you can do to help the situation.
I just want you to be happy and have a nice life. I don't want any discomfort for you or anyone in this family. I'm just a nice girl and I like to think of others. That's why I'm talking to you right now. But if you marry into our family, then you need to abide by our family's rules. I heard that my mom wants you to give her some money. Is that right?
Oh, you knew about it? How did you know about that?
I heard you talking to her on the phone. Maybe I shouldn't have been listening in, but I just couldn't help it. I really wanted to know what was going on, so I decided to listen to you and her talking. It was really eye-opening for me. I didn't think she was asking you for money.
Oh, is that what happened? I don't mind if you know. It's not a problem.
So what do you think about it all?
What do you mean?
My mom wants some money from you. What do you think about it? Are you going to give her some money or are you going to say no to her? I'd be really interested to know what you think about the whole thing. I don't think I can say no to my mom, but you might be braver than me.
I'm not really sure. I don't think I can afford to give your mom any money. I don't really have a lot for myself, so it's going to be a bit difficult for me to give some to your mom, too.
I don't think I agree with this. You need to be nicer to your family and do what you can to help us.
What do you mean by that?
I just told you. Aren't you listening to me? If you're going to become a part of our family, then you need to do things the way we do them. You can't just do what you want to and expect to be accepted around here. If my mom wants you to do something, then you really need to do that. You can't ignore her requests. It's really rude of you.
I can't look after your mom and dad. I don't have the money to do that. I'm barely getting by myself and I don't have enough to give to your mom. I've got to think about my parents, too. They need money from me, so I have to prioritize them.
I can help you out here. I know something you could do.
What is it?
Why don't you give some money to me?
What do you mean?
You could give me some money. It would really make the situation a whole lot better. It doesn't have to be as much as my mom wants. Just enough to make my life better. I'm really frugal, so you don't have to give me a lot of money. Just a little bit will do. I'm sure Mom and Dad would be really pleased if they knew you were helping me like this.
What is going on in your mind? Do I look like a bank? I'm not here to give you money. I know that you're a capable girl and you can earn your own money. You don't need me to do it for you.
Can't you be a bit more generous to me? You know it's the right thing to do. You really need to take this opportunity. Don't expect me to help you in the future if you don't help me now.
This is really starting to annoy me now. Why do I have to accept this from you? Why do you keep asking me for things? Why do I have to do this for you? Hi, how are you?
It's me. Are you free? Got time to talk?
Hi there. I've got a few moments if you want. Can't talk for too long, though. I've got a lot of things to do. Is she going to start asking for money again? Why won't you just let this issue go?
I really wish you'd give us some more money.
What do you mean?
I was talking to Holly and she told me all about what you said. You said you were going to give some money to your parents, but you don't have anything to give to us. That's really not fair if you ask me. You need to be nice to your whole family, not just your side of the family.
I think you might have misunderstood what's going on.
I don't think I did misunderstand what's going on. I understand quite well. You just don't want to help me out. That's what's going on here, isn't it?
I don't think it's that simple.
I've done so much for you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have your husband. You really need to repay the favor and help me out a bit. It's just the right thing for you to do. I don't know why you don't want to do it. You're just being selfish, in my opinion. I taught my son to respect the elders, and I want you to do the same. I just don't know what to think about all this. It's really not nice.
What did Holly tell you? I don't think she understood me either. There seems to have been something lost during the conversation.
Does it really matter what she said to me? I don't need to go over that again. Everyone can see what's going on here, so what more is there to talk about? You're not going to give me any money, and I'm not at all happy about it. You need to change your attitude and do it quickly. You're acting all mean when you should be nice.
I have to give some money to my mom and dad, and it's a big burden for me. If I had more money, then I'd give it to you too, but I just don't have that much.
You've got nothing to give me. Are you for real here? How can that be the case? I know you earn a lot of money, so you must have something to give to me.
Can't you just be nice to me?
You came into our family and married my son, but now you don't want to treat me as if I'm one of your own. I'm really not happy about this at all. That's not the right way to behave. What do you expect me to think of all this? You've really hurt me with your attitude. I can't get over it.
I'm sorry about it, but it can't be helped. I just don't have any more spare cash. It's hard for my mom and dad. They didn't want to let me go when I married your son. It was sad for them, and I have to be nice to them too. I can't just think about you. Why do I need to give you money just because I'm in a relationship with your son? I've never heard of this before. I know you love him, but you can't expect the same from me. I've got my mom and dad to think about. If you want something, then ask Timothy. What if I give some money to you and then I don't have anything to give to my own parents? I just can't do that. It wouldn't be fair on them.
Is this really how you feel? You don't care about me one bit.
Things don't work how they did in the past. You don't own me just because I've married your son. Things have changed a lot since you were young, and you need to accept that. I'm not going to be handing my cash over to you, so please let this go.
I can't believe it. Is this how you're going to treat me? You're not going to give me what I want.
This is just the way it's going to be. I don't want to argue with you about it, but you're leaving me with no choice. I've never even suggested to you that I was going to give you any money. I don't know where you got the idea from. As far as I'm concerned, this just isn't how people behave, so please drop it.
I didn't even know that there were people like you in this world. I've never known someone to be so disrespectful to her mother-in-law. I don't want to talk to you anymore. If you're not going to treat me right, then we can't talk at all.
What is going on here?
Why does she even think this is a good idea? Why is she asking me for money? Does she really believe she can force me on this? It's not my job to give her money. Holly, are you listening to me?
I'm listening to you. What is it?
Come and help me with this. I want you to sort this out for me.
Why do I have to help you? I'm doing something else right now and I just don't have time.
There's a lot of things to do right now, so I'd appreciate it if you were to help out. I don't want you doing nothing.
I don't want to do it. Make Jenny do it.
She's not here right now. She's gone to the toilet. You do it.
I don't want to. Oh no. Look what happened.
What are you playing at? You can't do anything without making mistakes. What is wrong with you?
It wasn't my fault. It was an accident. I've gone and hurt my hand now.
What is going on here? Are you guys okay? Oh no, what happened? How did you get this all over the floor?
You should have been here to help me and then none of this would have happened. What were you thinking? You never do anything right around here. You're always causing problems.
Don't try to blame this on me. It's not my fault. It's your fault for being so clumsy.
What's going on?
What's all the noise about?
You guys are cooking. You're not supposed to be making all this noise. How can it be that difficult? It's not my fault. It's all Jenny's fault. She didn't want to help out, so this happened. How could it get this bad? That food was really expensive and you've gone and dropped it on the floor. What a waste of money.
I'm really sorry about all this. Jenny isn't the best at housework. She doesn't know what to do. I don't make her do it that often, so she doesn't know how. I'd like her to do more around here to help out, but she doesn't seem to want to do anything. I'm really sorry about it, but there's nothing I can do. Please don't try to shift blame onto me. Holly, go and get something to clear this up with.
If you can't do this small task now, then what about big tasks in the future? You really need to get things sorted out, otherwise you're going to have even bigger problems.
I'm sorry about it. You're right. I need to get Jenny to do more. I'll try to teach her what to do. Try not to think about this too much. You just go and relax. Leave this to us.
What about all that food? Is it just going to go to waste?
I'm not happy about this at all. I don't think there's anything we can do about it now. We're just going to have to let it go.
Try to be more helpful in the future, please, Jenny. You're not really much help to us, are you? You married into our family, but you don't want to help out. We're going to have even more issues in the future if you don't start to change your attitude. I've told you to do it, but you don't seem to listen to anyone but yourself. No, you've even made Grandma unhappy. You're just making everyone annoyed.
It wasn't my fault. It was you, so I don't know why you're trying to shift this onto me. You're the one who dropped it, so please take responsibility for your actions. I don't know why you guys want to blame this on me when it clearly wasn't my doing. Please explain to Irene that it wasn't my fault and I'm not to blame. You need to tell things as they actually happened. Why do you have to be like this? Why are you trying to imply that I've done something wrong? It was your fault because you didn't help out. If you had helped us, then this wouldn't have happened. I don't think so. You just want to blame the whole thing on me, and that's not fair. What is going on here? Why are you guys arguing? What happened in the kitchen? What's all this mess? You don't need to come in here and get involved. We can sort this out amongst ourselves. You just go back in there and rest and leave this to us. It's not something you need to worry about. Are you okay, Jenny? Did something happen?
Why are you so worried about her? You need to be more worried about me. My hand hurts now, and it's all because she wouldn't help out in the kitchen.
Be quiet for a moment, please. I don't want to listen to you. What was it? What happened, Jenny? Your sister made a mess in here, and now your mom wants to put the blame on me. What is this nonsense that you're talking? Timothy, you don't need to bother with this. We women can deal with this on our own. You just go and rest and leave us alone. I want to know what's been going on here. Grandma, what's been going on here?
You don't need to ask Grandma about it. Why do you keep bringing it up?
What is going on now? Has there been another accident?
Grandma, this whole mess was not caused by Jenny. It was all down to Holly, so if you want someone to blame, then please blame her.
Who did it? I thought it was Jenny's fault. What's this all about? Why can't someone just own up and accept the blame?
That's not true. It wasn't Holly at all. It really wasn't her fault. Why is her hand hurt then? How did it get that way? If it wasn't her fault, then why is her hand so red? She must have burnt it when she dropped the food.
I really don't know what to think about all this. People keep on telling me different things.
It wasn't Holly. She didn't do anything wrong.
Grandma, you know I wouldn't lie to you. We wouldn't tell you something that wasn't true.
Don't listen to what she's saying. She just doesn't want to be a grown-up and accept she was in the wrong. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I'm not going to stay here if you're just going to blame my wife for things she didn't do. We're going to go home. If you want to talk to us again, then please contact us. I'm not going to contact you first. I need a break from you guys, and you all know why. I just wish you could find it within yourself to accept that you are at fault here and not Jenny.
You're just going to leave us like this.
Jenny is more important than you, so yes, I am going to leave just like this. I'm happy that you've come here to talk to us again. I wasn't sure if we were going to see you ever again.
It's okay. I'm happy to talk to you.
How about Timothy? Is he okay?
He's still not happy about the whole thing.
I've heard what happened, and I understand that it wasn't your fault. It was my wife and daughter that caused the trouble that day. I'm sorry that you had to feel so uncomfortable that day. You really didn't deserve it.
It really wasn't a nice experience for me. I just felt like everyone was against me.
I've spoken with my wife and daughter, and I've asked them to apologize to you. I think now is the time if you two want to talk.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I didn't mean it.
I'm sorry too. We made a few mistakes that day, and we really should have been nicer to you. I know that Timothy really loves you, and he'd do anything to protect you. I'm so sorry about all the confusion on that day. I'm glad that we can all get together and talk about this. I'm hoping that we can leave it all behind us now. It was a while ago, and I don't want it to get in the way of our family. We should be able to move on and have a good relationship with each other. I really want us to have a bright future together, and it's important that we don't let this hold us back. Do you think that Timothy will get in touch with us again now?
If you don't mind, can I tell you what I really think?
Please do. Tell me what you want to say.
I know I didn't do anything wrong, and I've known that all along. I came here because I was hoping you would say sorry to me. I think I deserved an apology. This wasn't the first time you guys made me feel bad. You've been doing it over and over again, and it's not fair. I'm really hoping that you're going to be nicer to me in the future.
I'm sorry about all that. It's not the way family is supposed to be. We're supposed to support each other and be nice to each other. You got married into this family, and we need to treat you as being a part of it. You're the youngest around here, too, so maybe we should be really nice to you. You might have caused a little trouble, but we need to forgive you, otherwise the consequences might be even worse.
What? What do you mean?
I felt we really should apologize to you, otherwise it might make our son unhappy. I don't want her to be unhappy, so we have to be nice to you, too. I know women can cause a lot of problems in a family, but I wouldn't want it to get out of hand. My son would be hurt if you divorced him, so I've got that in my mind at all times.
So you're saying you're only apologizing to me because you don't want me to divorce your son?
That's about right. We don't want anything bad to come from it. I've never done this to someone so much younger than me, but I really want to be nice to you. I want you to know how sorry we all are and that we want things to be better from now on. I'm really hoping that you're going to agree with all this and we can all move on together.
I feel exactly the same way about it all. Please tell me you agree with us, Jenny. I'm hoping that from now on, you and I can really get on well together and see each other as being sisters. My mom and I made a little mistake and it caused an argument. I accept that now, and I'm sorry about it. This won't happen again. You don't need to worry about that at all.
These people really don't have any shame. How did my husband live with these people? How did he end up being the person he is today?
That's all I have to say about this. I've got nothing more to say. I hope it's the same for you. I don't think we need to mention this again. Let's just let it go.
I think that might be a good idea. I don't want this causing any more problems. If we try to forget about it, then it might be the best for all of us.
I'm happy with that. I think it's a good conclusion to all this. I want you and Holly to be best friends from now on. Let's not let something like this happen again.
Hello?
Hi, it's me, Jenny.
What do you want now?
I'm thinking about buying a present and I want some advice from you.
You're going to buy a present? Really? I wasn't expecting this to happen. What is it? I'm dying to know.
When was the last time you bought a new washing machine?
A washing machine? I can't remember the last time I bought one. It must have been about 12 years ago now. I can't remember the exact date, to be honest.
So your washing machine is really getting old now?
I guess you could say that.
What about a dryer? Do you have one of those? Why didn't you buy one?
I never really used a dryer. I don't mind putting the clothes out on the line. It's not a problem for me, and I don't mind doing it. I don't think we've got enough money to buy one either, so we never bothered to do it.
Oh, so you don't think you need one? You wouldn't use one if you had one.
No, I don't mean that. We might use one if we had one. If I had a decent dryer, then I'd use it all the time. It'd really save me a lot of effort when it comes to drying clothes. I wouldn't have to worry that things won't be dry in time when I need them to be dry.
Okay, I think I get it. Thanks for giving me your opinion.
So you're going to buy a washing machine and dryer? Really? That's going to be so nice.
I'm thinking about it. It's not certain, but it's more than likely.
What happened? I didn't expect you to buy any presents. Did something happen? Where did you get all this money from?
I'm just earning a bit more right now so I can afford to buy a few things.
You're making more money right now. I'm really happy to hear this. I hope things go well for you. This is really great news for you.
It's not a problem. Thanks for letting me know about the washing machine. It's made the decision easier for me. What about the design? Would you be fussy about that, or don't you really mind?
I don't really mind about the design. The functionality is more important to me. I'm getting old now, so I really like things that are easy to use. I'm not so bothered about them being fashionable.
Okay, I thought you might say that. I just wanted to check. Thanks for letting me know.
Okay, if you have anything else you want to talk about, then don't hesitate to get in touch.
Okay, I will do.
Hi, how are you? Hi there. Are you free right now? Got time to talk to me?
Of course. What is it?
I've been trying to get in touch with you for a while, but you didn't answer me. You've not been over to visit in a while either. I was wondering what you were up to.
Sorry about that. I've just been a bit busy this month, so I didn't have time to come over and visit. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about you. I'll try to get over there and see you as soon as I can.
You don't need to bother if you don't want to. I wasn't trying to urge you to come over. I just wanted to talk to you and see how you are. It's good to stay in touch with family.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and get over to your place early next month. I think I'll have time to come and visit if you're free. My mom and dad are moving into a new house at the end of this month, so I've got some things to do for that.
Oh, they're moving house. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they're going to move to a new house. They've been planning it for a while now. They only decided recently, and they're going to move at the end of this month.
I'd love to visit them in their new house. It's a pity that we don't see them more often. You'll have to invite us over there once they've settled in.
That's a nice idea. I'll let them know and we can try to get something sorted.
It's just what we're supposed to do. It's important to keep in contact with each other. Also, what about that washing machine we were talking about? What's going on with that?
What do you mean?
The washer and dryer. Don't you remember? You were telling me about it last time we spoke.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Thanks so much for telling me about that. Your advice was really good for me. My mom was really happy with the washing machine I bought for her.
You bought it for her?
Yeah, I wanted to know what a good model would be, so I phoned you for some advice. That's why I was asking you. I wanted your opinion on it. You and her are quite similar, so I thought you'd be a good person to ask. Both of you value function over fashion. You both think alike. I didn't want to buy her something that wouldn't be much use. That would be a real waste of money. That's why I phoned you and asked you those questions. You really did give some good advice, so thank you for doing that. My mom was really impressed with what I bought for her.
So you bought it for your mom? That was your plan all along? You didn't buy it for me?
I wanted it to be a surprise for her, so I didn't mention it to her before I bought it. I bought it in time for them to move house. It's a really nice present, and it's going to help them out a lot. Again, thanks so much for your advice on the issue. I couldn't have done it without you.
What? Are you being serious here?
Of course. You really did a lot to help me. I didn't want to waste money on something that wasn't going to be useful, so I asked for your advice. You really helped me a lot. I'll be sure to ask you for your advice again in the future when I need it.
Good idea. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
What was she expecting from me? This whole situation is a bit comical and ridiculous.
Hi, honey. Are you okay?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
What happened with my mom? Did you talk to her?
I did. Why? Did she mention something to you?
It's just that every time my mom talks to you, she seems to get mad about something. You just have this special way of making her mad.
I don't know what I could have done to make her mad. I thought we had a nice conversation. What did she say to you? Did I say something to make her unhappy?
I don't know what it was exactly, but she really doesn't seem to be happy. She's been in a foul mood for a few days now. Something is clearly on her mind. I'll apologize to her on your behalf and try to get her to feel a bit better.
You don't need to do that. I can talk to her about it next time I see her. I'm sure it'll all be blown over and be forgotten in no time.
If you say so. Let's hope that happens. How about your mom and dad? They're going to be moving house soon, aren't they? How is that going?
It's all going according to plan. It's all sorted and I think we're ready for it all.
Don't you need some help moving house?
What do you mean? I don't think so. I think they've got it all planned already.
My friends can come and help you out. They can move boxes and things like that. It won't be too much for them.
Really? You're going to get them to do that?
Why not? It'll be good for you. You can save some money on the moving costs.
That's really nice of you to offer to do something like that. I'll have to think about it for a moment. You're such a nice guy. You're always there to help me when I need you.
Don't mention it. It's just what we're supposed to do for each other.
I just hope your mom doesn't hate me for too long. Hopefully she'll get over this soon, whatever it is that's making her mad. I didn't mean to upset her. I've been trying my best with her lately, but nothing seems to work.
She should be over the whole thing in a few days.
Maybe I should buy her a small present to try and cheer her up.
You want to buy her something? What are you going to get?
I don't know. I'll just get something small. If she doesn't like it, then I can give it to you.
Okay. Seems like a good idea. Thanks for that.
It might help to make the situation better. Oh, also, it might be better if your friends didn't help my parents move. It might be best if we just get a professional service to do it for them.
Who is going to pay for that?
We can pay for it. I think it would be a lot better for my mom and dad if we did it that way.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Thanks for trying to help out here. It's nice to know that you're thinking of us.
Don't mention it. You've done a lot for my parents, too.
I guess so. Hello. How are you?
Listen to me now and listen good.
Oh, are you okay? Something wrong?
Are you trying to play some kind of a game with me? Is this some kind of a joke? I know you don't care about me, but this is just a step too far.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you mean. Did I do something wrong?
What is this perfume that you've sent me?
I sent it over to you because I thought you'd like it. I thought it was going to be a nice gift for you. Don't you like it? We can try to change it if you want.
Just because I'm getting old doesn't mean you can get me a second-grade present. Where has this been? Where did you get it from?
You don't like it then?
Who wants to receive a sample perfume as a gift? Did you think I wasn't going to notice? Did you get this for free from somewhere? Did you even pay for it?
Wow. Did you even work that out? You're getting old, but you're not getting dumb. You're still right on the trends. You know where something comes from and how much it cost. You're a genius.
What did you say then?
I thought you were in a bad mood with me, so I thought I'd get you something. I didn't think you'd mind about the price. I don't think that's important. The thought is what counts, not the price. You don't need to be so focused on the fact it was a sample bottle. That's not important. You need to focus on the fact that I've bought you a nice little present. You should feel blessed that I've been thinking about you. I wanted to make you feel happy by buying you a present. Isn't that the most important thing?
Is that all you've got to say?
If you don't like it, then you can give it to someone else. Why not give it to Holly and let her use it? Sometimes she smells a bit and some perfume might do her some good. It might help her to attract a boyfriend. You told me you were getting worried about her not getting married. This might be of help to her.
I don't want to hear any more of this. Be quiet. You need to come over here and say sorry to me at once. I'm not going to sit here while you treat me like trash. Come over and say sorry to me. If you're not going to do that, then please don't think about talking to me at all.
I don't want to come over there if you're not in a good mood. If you don't want me to be there, then I'd rather not come over.
What?
Thanks for talking to me right now. I'm sure I'll see you again sometime.
What? You're just going to hang up on me like that? Give me some money! I don't want this stupid present. I want some money!
It was really nice of her to tell me to not come over and see her. That's just the news I've been dying to hear. I didn't want to go over there and talk to her anyway. My husband didn't realize this was going on, but there's nothing I can do to stop it. I just don't get along with his family. We have a completely different way of seeing the world. We just can't seem to get along, and there's nothing I can do to change that. I'm not going to go over there and say sorry to her. She doesn't deserve it. I didn't do anything wrong, and I'm not going to live my life just doing what she tells me to do. Timothy knows how irritating his mom is now. He knows how she talks to me, and it's not right. I really want her to treat me better and talk to me as if I'm an actual human being. If it wasn't for him keeping me here, then I'd leave and never talk to those people again. I married him, not his family, and I don't want them getting in the way of my happiness. I just want to live a happy life with my husband and not be disturbed.
Why did you call me? What do you want now?
Are you still that mad? Are you still angry over this little thing? I wish you'd calm down and get a hold of yourself.
I'm not going to get over this for a long time.
It's really not good to argue with your family. You need to learn to relax a little bit.
You're right about that. It's no good for us to go on like this when we're not happy with each other. If you want to make it better, then get over here and say sorry to me at once. No, forget about that. Get over here and give me some money. If you want to make me happy, then the best way to do it is by giving me some money. That's really going to lift my mood.
Oh, so what you're telling me is that when you're not happy, the best thing I can do is give you money? Is that going to make you happy again?
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
How much money do you want me to give you?
The more the better. There's no limit on how much you can give.
That means I might get it wrong. I might not give you enough money.
I think you can start with $1,000. That would be nice.
Ah, 1,000? Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Why are you thanking me?
always wondered about this. My mom gets angry sometimes, and I want to know how much money I need to give her to make her feel better. It's so nice to listen to your advice on this issue. Next time my mom's angry, I'll know just what to do. I didn't really know what to do, so it's nice to hear your opinion. I'll go and give my mom $1,000 at once.
What is this all about? You called me just to ask me this.
Thanks so much for being such a big help. I'll call you again sometime.
From this day on, you are not my daughter-in-law. I don't want to talk to you again. Don't talk to me and don't come and visit me. Understand?
You've been trying to talk to me so much and now you don't want to talk? You've brought so much entertainment into my life and now you don't want to speak at all? What will I do with my life without you to entertain me? If I need to buy something for my mom, then who am I going to get advice from?
Just leave me alone and don't talk to me. You're doing this on purpose. Goodbye. And don't talk to me ever again.
Thanks for everything you've done for me. It's really been a great help. You have a nice life without me.
I'm going crazy right now.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, Nikki! You're at your house, right? I'm on my way over with the baby now. Could you boil some water for her bottle? She's throwing a fit currently. I guess she's hungry. If you put a pot on now, you'll be able to feed her as soon as she gets there. Then she'll be quiet for you while you have her. You can do that for your adorable niece, right?
Hey, Samantha. I'm quite sure I told you last time that I can't babysit Riley anymore for the time being. I told you I'm burned out. I need a break. You know I already work 5 days a week and I often have to work overtime. Work has been extra stressful lately too. On top of that, I've been babysitting Riley every Friday night through Sunday night for over a month. I love my niece, but I really need to take some time for myself, Samantha. I haven't been able to hang out with my friends, go and visit my parents, or even sleep in late on the weekend for over a month now. I'm becoming so worn out and irritable. I think I'm getting depressed.
Why would someone like you even need to go out anywhere? You don't even have a boyfriend. And you're in your mid-30s. I bet all of your friends are married and are busy raising kids too, aren't they? Who's gonna want to hang out and have fun on the weekends with an old maid like you? Rather than sitting around watching TV and doing nothing during the weekends, isn't it better to practice parenting and raising a kid while babysitting your cute niece? Although, it's starting to seem like you'll never even get married. But hey, you never know, right? If you do end up getting married, by some miracle, and even have a kid of your own, you'll be thanking me for giving you a chance to practice raising a baby. You'll be going on and on about how raising your own kid was a piece of cake because I gave you so many chances to watch over Riley.
This is ridiculous. Even if I do end up getting married and having a child in the future, I don't need to use someone else's baby as a guinea pig for child rearing. If any other mother heard of someone using their child in that way, they'd freak out. You know there are times I need to run into the office for something on the weekends, right? Do you know how dangerous it is for your daughter to be getting toted back and forth on a stuffy subway and into a crowded office building? There's tons of viruses going around right now. Have you ever thought about how Riley could get sick? I understand that you became a mom at a young age, so you still want to go out and have fun. But it was your choice to get pregnant and have a kid. She is your responsibility even on the weekends. How can you leave a 3-month-old with someone like me who has no experience in caring for a baby? I'm honestly so disappointed in how inconsiderate you've been, and I'm not going to be a pushover anymore. I'm done.
Wow. You yourself just admitted that you have zero experience in raising a baby. But you're still trying to lecture me on how I should be doing it? No matter how much you don't like it, I am still your sister-in-law. So you are still responsible for helping me when I need it.
What the heck kind of ancient society are you living in?
Do you think I really want to leave Riley with an inexperienced old maid like you? Of course I don't. But do you remember I had severe postpartum depression? I was so depressed I nearly died. My treatment for it has been being able to leave child raising behind for a couple of days and be myself again. The therapist even prescribed it.
I understand that postpartum depression and stuff is really hard to get over. But did you actually see a therapist for that? I really cannot believe that a therapist would prescribe dumping your kid on someone else every weekend as a treatment. Are you even taking any antidepressants or anything? Have you actually talked to my brother about this postpartum depression you say you have?
Okay, fine. I didn't go to a real therapist. I just did some research online. But Ken has been so busy running around trying to fix all kinds of issues at his company lately. How could I have the nerve to bother him about that?
Then how about I use my PTO to take a day off and we go see a therapist together?
There's no need for any of that. As long as I can just take a couple days to hang out with my friends and stuff, I'm fine. If you are worried so much that you'd use your PTO for me, then why can't you just watch Riley on the weekends like you have been?
Because I need to have a social life too, Samantha. If I keep devoting all of my weekends to taking care of your kid while you go out and play, how is that at all fair? I'm not your friggin' nanny. I already have a full-time job. And honestly, if this keeps up, I'm concerned Riley is going to become confused about who her real parents even are. Weekends should be for parents to spend time together with their kids. Riley is going to be so confused. And the three of you are missing out on some of the most important and memorable moments of being a family. I am only going to say this one time. Today is the last day that I babysit Riley for you. One of my friends is getting married next weekend, and I am going to be going to that wedding no matter what. You better promise me right now. Today is the last day that you will be asking me to do this for you. If you don't promise right now, I will not be watching Riley today.
Okay, jeez. Today is the last time I'll ask you to watch her. I promise, okay?
I hope you'll keep that promise. OMG, Ken! I can't take this anymore. If you two are just trying to test my patience, I'm already far from passing now, so you better cut it out. At this rate, I'm worried I'll really start resenting my own niece. I know raising a kid gets tiring, but it's your responsibility. You wanted one, so take care of it yourself. This is going too far. Every weekend, I'm left with a bag of powdered milk and diapers and your baby while you two go out and have fun amongst yourselves. How is any of this fair? Is there some law out there saying that if the sister-in-law is childless and unmarried and lives alone, she should become a slave, have no social life, and watch her niece every weekend? Why the heck should I have to wipe your precious kid's ass every weekend? Do you guys think I've given up on finding a boyfriend, so I don't want to go on dates too? Even if I don't have a boyfriend or a date with a guy, I still have friends that I miss and want to hang out with. I'd like to go out and have a cup of coffee and chat with them and have a friggin' life too. Instead, for over a month, I've been listening to your brat crying daily, changing crappy diapers, and being spit upon every weekend. When did I ever sign up to be a frickin' weekend nanny? Never. I need some work-life balance too. I'm so burnt out. The hilarious thing is, while being involuntarily thrown into helping your postpartum depressed wife raise your kid, I too have developed depression. I told your wife that last weekend was the very last time I would be watching Riley for you two. I specifically told her that I am going to my friend's wedding this weekend and will in no way be able to babysit. Can you believe what Samantha just had the nerve to text me? Jeez, Nikki, are you done yet? Give me a moment to respond. You're shooting texts out at me like you're firing a friggin' machine gun. And I have no idea what you're even talking about right now. I've been watching my daughter every weekend. She's right here next to me now. Why would we ask you to babysit her when I'm not working on weekends now? Samantha has been asking you to watch her? What the heck are you talking about? Wow, what the heck is going on? Yeah, Samantha has been asking me to watch a 3-month-old baby every weekend for over a month now. Don't tell me. Did she have an affair and have a baby out of wedlock or something? Unless you two had twins and no one told me about it, this is impossible. What the hell? Are there any babies living nearby that are similar in age to yours? I really don't know what's going on either. I'm just as confused as you are. Anyway, I'll try talking to Samantha first and get this figured out. Actually, to be honest, Samantha's been acting a bit strange lately. I've been suspicious. She's been saying how tiring taking care of Riley has been on the weekdays. So I agreed to take care of her on the weekend so Samantha could meet up with her friends and stuff. I understood that she was depressed and all, so I've been doing my best to help her, but the more I give in and break my back for her, the more she asks of me. I'm getting tired of it. She never thanks me or anything. She's been acting so ungrateful. She doesn't seem to have any interest in raising Riley. I've had all of this on my mind lately. And I've been telling myself to just wait and put up with this, thinking she'll snap out of this and start paying more attention to her husband and daughter. I thought that we'll be having family time together like everyone else does. But it seems like I could be wrong. It seems like there really could be something going on after all. Anyway, you should leave the mystery baby with her mother and go to your friend's wedding. I'll try to get this all figured out. All right. Whatever's going on, please remember I'll always be on your side. Make sure you do what's best for you and Riley with no regrets.
Yep, will do. I'm sorry I got you mixed up in this mess.
Hey, Nikki. You really worked hard today, huh? Thanks to you, all my stress is gone. I had such a great time. The baby is doing well, right? I'll be over at your place in about 15 minutes to pick her up. Have her all ready to go by then, okay?
Why would you go to my place? The baby's mother already came and picked her up a while ago.
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean her mother picked her up already? I'm Riley's mother.
You're not that baby's mother. And that baby isn't even Riley. You're the one who has been talking nonsense all along, crazy witch. The baby that you actually gave birth to is at your house right now, being washed by your husband. I've seen and heard a lot of effed up crazy things in this world, yet I still manage to be shocked by what you've done. How in heck did you think you could get away with leaving someone else's baby with me while saying she's your own? And in the meantime, leaving your actual baby with your husband while you go running around with another man? Did you really think that that is okay and that you wouldn't get caught?
Nikki, I have no idea what you're talking about. You aren't making any sense right now.
I think I am speaking quite clearly about what I have become aware of. And don't you dare try to use your self-diagnosis of postpartum depression to get out of this or be forgiven. You are a lying, cheating, conniving tramp. And on top of that, you are cheating on my brother with his own best friend. Do you have any idea how much this is hurting him? How dare you stab my brother in the back like this? You worthless piece of slutty trash.
Excuse me? What did you just call me? How dare you talk to me like this? Wow, this is unbelievable. I never thought you could talk this way to anyone, especially not to me. I'm your sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law? Not for long. Are you seriously not realizing where all this is going?
Did you do a background check on me? Are you out of your mind? What made you so paranoid?
You think I would spend my hard-earned money on anything involving you? Not a chance. Background check. That's hilarious.
Then how did you know that I was seeing another man?
Ken followed you two around all day long today. I can't believe you didn't notice him. He saw you two go to a cafe, a movie theater, and even a motel. It sounds like you made good use of the short time you had. You two should be ashamed of yourselves going around to these places arm in arm all lovey-dovey. Disgusting. And there's no use in saying we don't have evidence. Ken took plenty of photos throughout the day. But I wonder, will you even admit that what you've done is wrong?
No, I won't. This is not all my fault. After we got married, your brother went on business trip after business trip and even went overseas for work. Meanwhile, I was stuck at home pregnant all by myself. Unlike your cold, blunt, stuffy, workaholic brother, Ryan is sweet, sentimental, and warm. Ryan took care of me while I was having awful morning sickness. He even went out and bought me the same medicine his own pregnant wife was using and getting relief from. He took care of me the most while I was pregnant. He is so warm-hearted. That's why I became attracted to him and started to love him.
I can't believe you think that a guy who cheats on his own pregnant wife with his best friend's pregnant wife is warm-hearted. It looks like all the warm-hearted people in the world have become frozen. Ryan's wife works on the weekend. So she thought that her child was being cared for by a real nanny while she was out. You two snakes thought up the plan to use me as a nanny and dump the kid on me, so that you could have your filthy affair. That poor woman has no idea that her baby has been being watched by a total stranger and non-professional. If I were her earlier, I would have fainted. And I can't believe that you lied about that baby being your own. Because of the COVID outbreak, I wasn't able to visit you in the hospital after you gave birth to Riley. So it was easy for you to trick me into believing that a random baby was my niece. You are so sick. And you are so stupid, too, for thinking that no one would ever find out.
Is it just me who does this? If you had any kind of social life, you'd see there are plenty of people having affairs during the day. And once night comes around, there are barely any empty rooms left in all the motels in the city. Society has always been this way. People always have affairs and find second loves. I've done nothing out of the ordinary. Why are you only picking on me?
My gosh. I can't believe a married woman with a baby is talking like this. I'm ashamed to have ever been associated with you. But luckily, we'll all be rid of you soon. My brother said he will be divorcing you as soon as possible, so you better go running home to your mommy and daddy's house now.
He said he'll divorce me. Yeah, right. We have a 3-month-old daughter together. Where would that dork ever get the nerve to file for a divorce?
Ha! Oh, so now you are remembering that you're the mother of a child. Periods of pregnancy are normally seen as times full of optimism, resilience, and grace. Your pregnancy was full of deceitfulness and the sin of adultery. Someone really messed up when they taught you about pregnancy.
Oh, fine, whatever. We're getting divorced, so what? You know how common divorce is these days? And it can actually be beneficial for me. I can get child support, alimony, support from the government for being a single mom. I'm not worried one bit.
Do you really think you're going to receive any of that? You receive those things if you were the one who was cheated on, not the other way around. You won't be getting alimony, child support, or even the house that my parents bought for you. It's crazy how one can be so brave when they are so ignorant.
Wait, Nikki. Please. Help me out just this once. I messed up. Please forgive me.
No. Why are you asking for forgiveness from me? The ones you should be asking to forgive you are my brother and his friend's wife. And why would I ever even think of helping you? If you've finally gotten smart enough to realize that you've done wrong, apologize for it through paying alimony and staying out of my brother's and our lives forever. After that, my former sister-in-law divorced my brother, completely lost custody of her niece, and was kicked out of the house my parents bought. Samantha's family felt awful and so embarrassed about what she did that they completely disowned her and even paid Ken and our family money as an apology and to help in raising Riley. Samantha was left penniless as she had spent all of her life savings running around and having an affair with Ryan. I heard she is now working her butt off at a restaurant, bussing tables and washing dishes. She's gonna have to keep working like that for years to be able to pay all of the alimony and child support she owes. It's crazy how someone could be so stupid and foolish. I bet she regrets what she's done now as she breaks her precious nails working and can't even afford to have them fixed and redone anymore. On the other side, my sweet little niece is growing up happy, healthy, and well-loved by her father, grandparents, our entire family, and me. I'm just hoping that one of these days, a warm and pretty woman will come along someday and become the good, proper wife and mother that Ken and Riley deserve to have. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below.
Good evening, Mrs. Baker. This is Gordon. I hope you aren't busy, but I have some good news for you. I was able to reserve the room that I promised you.
Thank you so much. I apologize for asking on such short notice, but even so, you still went through and helped me. I really don't know how to thank you. I'm sure it must have been quite difficult.
You don't have to worry about that. You're always helping me too, so of course I would do everything in my power to help you as well.
I appreciate you for always helping my husband and I.
You wanted to reserve a room for your wedding anniversary celebration, right?
Yes, that's right. My husband is always working overseas, so it was kind of difficult to decide on a day. But since their 10-year anniversary, he was able to get a couple days off. He just got back the other day, and now we're finally going on vacation together.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm honored that you chose our hotel to celebrate such an important day in your lives.
He's always the one to make reservations for us, so this time I wanted to surprise him by making the reservation myself. I figured if I really wanted this to go well, I'd be better off asking you because I knew you'd be able to help me with all the small details on the day of.
Oh, yes, of course. However, I'm sorry to say that I won't be able to accompany you for your celebrations due to the fact that I also have to work overseas. The day that I leave happens to be the day that you reserved.
Oh, really? That's too bad. I was looking forward to celebrating with you. How'll we go about doing the preparations then?
I will inform the manager about everything, so would you be able to contact him about the details of your stay? It would probably be a lot easier for them to understand if you told him directly, rather than I did.
That's true. I'd also hate to put you through any more trouble. I'll contact him directly.
Oh, I have no problems whatsoever. I'm just terribly sorry that I won't be there on the day of the celebration. I'll give you the manager's phone number.
Yes, thank you. I also have one more thing to ask you.
Yes, what is it?
This might be a strange favor I'm about to ask you. Is that okay?
Hello, this is B. Adamson. I'm the manager. I got word from Gordon to contact you. What can I help you with today, ma'am?
Yes, thank you. My name is Leah Baker. I wanted to surprise my husband on the day of our wedding anniversary, so I was hoping that you could help me.
What kind of surprise were you planning? It will all be separate prices, so I hope you've checked our homepage.
What? Prices? I'm sorry, but I didn't check the prices.
This is a luxury hotel, so things like surprise cakes and champagne will cost an extra bit. I suggest you check the prices in advance.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you to contact me when you've checked them?
I understand.
I would assume that you'll be with your children as well. I feel the need to remind you that this is a luxury hotel. There are a lot of high-class guests who stay with us.
Yes, I've heard about that. I've heard a lot of celebrities and famous athletes stay at your hotel.
I'd like to ask you to watch your children and make sure they don't do anything in front of those guests.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm sure it would bother the guests if you were in the lobby, etc., with your noisy children. That's what I mean.
Yes, I'll definitely be careful about that. Now, about the surprise. I'd like to arrange an anniversary cake, champagne, and decorations in advance. And if it's not too much trouble, I'd also like to reserve the pool and bar area for the night.
Forgive me, Mrs. Baker. I just have a couple of things I need to confirm with you before we discuss this.
Huh? A couple things like what?
Do you have a chauffeur for the day of the celebration?
What? A chauffeur? What are you talking about?
Normally, our hotel welcomes many guests who have their chauffeurs with them. Mr. Gordon also told me to reserve a parking space for you. Is it a sports car or anything like that?
No, I don't have a sports car. I can't let my children ride in a sports car.
That makes sense. Well, is it an SUV or something bigger like that?
No, I have a small car. I'm sorry for asking, but does that have anything to do with the surprise?
As a manager of this expensive luxury hotel, I have the responsibility of thinking about my guests. Is there something wrong with that?
Well, no, there isn't. It just kind of feels like I'm being interrogated for no particular reason.
Well, excuse me. All I did was ask you the questions that needed to be asked. I'll be returning to my work now. We look forward to your stay, and please, take care.
Wait, what about the surprise? I don't think we've really organized anything yet.
Please leave. You really thought you could stay here, didn't you?
What is the meaning of this? I'm pretty sure I made the reservation. Why didn't you even let us into the parking lot? Was there something wrong in the system or something? If it was the system, I printed out my reservation, so I can show that to you if you want.
It was just as I expected.
Just as you expected. What does that mean?
You came to our luxury hotel in your little mini car and thought you would be able to stay here? What were you thinking? How did you think that would work?
I just don't understand. I'm 100% positive that I made the reservation. The owner should have made it for me. I even have proof.
I'm sorry, but I just don't think a family who pulls up in a mini car would be able to afford a suite. Is that some kind of prank?
Are you looking down on us because of the type of car we drive? Our car has nothing to do with the fact that we made a reservation with this hotel. I don't get it.
That's not what I meant. You don't have a reservation with us, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. There's a little motel a couple of blocks down the road. Maybe you could ask them?
Are you trying to turn us away? Are you being serious? What about my anniversary surprise?
You probably can't afford it anyways, so there's no point in preparing the surprise. It would be a giant waste of time. We don't have any rooms for low-income people such as yourselves. If you'd like, I can compile a list of other locations that might be within your price range.
Low income? Are you being completely serious right now?
Of course I am. Do you all know what you're doing? You can't just stroll up to an expensive hotel without being able to pay for it.
I could ask you the same thing. What do you think you're doing? You can call me poor all you want, but I would still like to have my celebration like planned.
Wow, you're persistent. How many times do I have to tell you before you understand? Low-income families with mini cars cannot stay at our hotel. It's common sense. The owner is telling me to turn you away, so please leave.
Okay, that's fine with me. Then I guess that means you don't need the $5 million loan anymore.
Huh?
That's what my husband said. You said that the owner, in other words, Mr. Gordon, said to turn me away. If that's really the case, then the loan is off. But even if it isn't true, my husband says that he doesn't feel like lending you the money anymore. If this hotel has someone like you as the manager, there's no way that your business would recover.
Just what are you even talking about? What do you mean by that? What's all this about a loan? Are you trying to mess with me or something?
You're the manager, but you don't even know what's going on in your own hotel? Didn't the owner tell you? The business at your hotel dropped because of the recent COVID-19 infections, hasn't it? That isn't anybody's fault, but the hotel's revenue plummeted. That's why you all had to apply for a loan. My husband actually just approved the loan, but I'm not so sure about that anymore.
What? The financer is your husband? That has to be a joke, right? Please tell me you're joking.
You're free to think of it as a joke all you want. But don't you think it's a bit strange? We were able to get a reservation for a suite with a 6-month waiting list?
That is true.
I don't think you know how much Mr. Gordon has been trying to win my husband's favor. You probably should have picked up on that at least.
Is that so? I'm terribly sorry, but allow me to confirm. You really aren't joking about this.
What do you mean?
Forgive me, but you came in a mini car, didn't you? It's a bit unrealistic that you would be the loan financer. I can't imagine that you'd have such a small car if you really had that much money.
I guess it's decided then. We will definitely not lend any money to a hotel where you're the manager. That's what my husband says anyways.
Why not? All I did was ask you about your car. I do believe you're overreacting.
It's too late to save yourself now. It doesn't make sense to start panicking. I'm sure the owner will be furious when he hears about this. By the way, you're an extremely ignorant person.
What? Ignorant?
The car that we were driving was not a mini car.
What? That car's so small, of course it has to be a mini car.
It's a classic car, and it's a very expensive one for your information.
Classic car? What?
It really feels like you're bringing down the reputation of your hotel just by being the manager. You were being ignorant and looked down on us because you thought we drove a cheap car, and because of that, you told us to go home. Is that something a proper hotel employee does to his guests?
I didn't think it was an expensive car. You didn't even have a chauffeur, so I misunderstood and thought you were low income.
You can misunderstand all you want, but using that as a reason to discriminate against your guests, don't you think that's a bad thing to do?
You might be right, but all I did was make bad judgment. I didn't mean for it to be rude or anything. Can you please just understand that?
Bad judgment or not, it's not a nice thing to do. I've never been treated like this in my entire life. You couldn't even help organize my surprise, even though my husband went through the trouble to get today off work. All that, and this is what happens? Thanks to you, our 10-year anniversary has been ruined. We were looking forward to this day for a very long time.
I'm terribly sorry. I'll start the preparations right now, so please come back. We'll get the surprise ready as well, and we'll throw in the cake and champagne as free service too.
No thanks.
What do you mean? If there's anything else you need, please just let me know.
I knew something was weird about the fact that we were making reservations over WhatsApp. I tried not to think too much about it, but I guess it's too late now. You definitely went too far with what you did.
I'm extremely sorry. I'll make sure something like this never happens again. Can you please just give us one more chance to make things right? Hello, Mrs. Baker. I hope everything is going well with your anniversary. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the both of you.
Ah, Mr. Gordon, thank you very much. You actually texted me just at the perfect time. I'm afraid that nothing has gone as planned, and it's nothing to do with your hotel.
Oh, dear, I'm very sorry to hear that. Was there a problem?
Your manager, Mr. Adamson, is the problem, I'm afraid. He's insulted me and my family by assuming we were low income because of the fact that I drive a small car. It's ridiculous, but it was very unprofessional and rude of him.
What? Please allow me to apologize on his behalf. Mr. Adamson never seemed like the kind of person to say such discriminatory and distasteful things to a customer.
I have screenshots of the conversation if you need to see them. My husband is very angry, and he told me that the request you put in for the $5 million loan might be in jeopardy because of this.
This is very deplorable behavior from Mr. Adamson, and he will be dealt with appropriately. I'm very sorry that you had to experience this, Mrs. Baker. You are one of our most valued customers. Please, I would like to ask that you don't cancel the loan. Hello? Are you there? Can we just forget this ever happened?
Nope, it won't happen. I've already spoken to the owner anyways.
What? The owner? Gordon?
Right. We told him that we won't issue the loan as long as you're working as manager.
What?
That's what my husband told him. The rest is up to you. If I was him, I'd fire you in a heartbeat.
What, fire me? I'm the manager, though. I can't be fired.
If the hotel manager was this much of a piece of trash, of course the quality of the hotel would be affected as well.
Did you just call me a piece of trash? All I did was misunderstand your situation. There's no need for name-calling. Please, allow me to fix this. I was wrong for what I did. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but it's no use anymore. My husband is already angry, and I'm even more furious.
Wait, the owner is calling me right now. Do you think it's about your reservation?
Don't ask me. How about you answer the phone? I can't imagine why he wouldn't be angry right now. You tried to turn away a paying customer.
I didn't think that you would pay in the first place. I thought you would run off, and I was trying to avoid that. You didn't look like you could afford the cost of the suite.
You still don't understand what you're saying, do you? Doesn't that sound at least a tiny bit rude to you?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. You're misunderstanding me.
No, I think I understand you perfectly. You've just been saying anything you feel like, but everything came back to bite you in the butt.
I'm really sorry. I seriously regret what I said.
I already told you it's no use. It's over for you. Disgusting men like you, who make a living out of discriminating and judging people, will always just end up screwing themselves over. This is all your own fault. You've dug your own grave, and now you have to lie in it. In the end, Mr. Gordon was extremely furious about what Mr. Adamson had done. He wasn't satisfied with just firing him, so he requested that he pay reparations equivalent to a one-night stay in the suite. Mr. Adamson lost his position as manager and therefore lost his job, so he apparently used up all of his savings to pay the reparations. He was so quick to judge people based on appearances, and due to his arrogance and ignorance, he ended up dealing a lot of damage to himself. He dug his own grave, and now he doesn't know what to do. He's completely at a loss. As for our 10-year anniversary celebration, of course we weren't able to hold it as planned. Mr. Gordon felt extremely apologetic about the whole situation, and he offered us a free stay to make up for it. He also said he'd give us free catering and drinks. My husband had to go back overseas, and he won't be able to take a day off for another month, but it's definitely better than nothing. I appreciate Mr. Gordon a lot. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.
Hey, Samantha, just checking in with my beautiful future wife. Hope you've got everything ready on your end. I can't wait to finally get married to you.
Oh, Nate, I can't wait either. And don't worry at all. Everything is prepared. Good morning, by the way. I'm about to leave the house in a bit. Don't worry about me at all. Everything is organized on my end.
Gotcha, too easy. I'm just about ready too.
Hey, Nate, I've been meaning to ask, but are you sure everything is going to be all right?
What do you mean? Is there something bothering you?
You know, those three from back in high school that are always notorious for taking it too far, Ben, Jerry, and George, I'm worried that they'll ruin it for us too. Remember last time at Hannah's wedding? They took it way too far with their little prank during the ceremony and got kicked out. How did they even get away with doing that anyways? Nothing like that is going to happen during our wedding, right? I mean, I know we've taken the precautions of not inviting them to our wedding to prevent that from happening, but I know they're the type to just show up at anything that interests them, so I wouldn't put it past them to come crashing in out of the blue. I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid?
Well, if those three cause any issues with me, I'll deal with them without hesitation. They know how serious I am about that too. I've warned them not to do anything or they'll be in a world of pain.
Well, okay then, if you say so. I guess there's nothing I should be worrying about then.
Look, you're just being way too paranoid. Trust me on this one.
You're right. I guess I'm just anxious since it's such a big day for the both of us.
Don't go postponing the wedding now just because you're too worried about it going wrong. I won't forgive you if you end up doing that. I'm only kidding. I know you wouldn't do something that crazy, no matter how worried you were.
Sorry I'm being weird. Just forget what I said.
Anyway, I'll see you soon.
Okay, I look forward to it.
Yo! How have you been, Sammy? Remember me? It's Ben from high school. You're confused how I got in contact with you. I guess we weren't friends on here. Look, don't sweat the details. Then again, I guess you're not gonna see these messages until after the reception ends. Well, whatever. I'll keep you updated anyways. You bet the boys are all gonna be there just like good old times. I'm with Jerry and George right now. I know we weren't invited, but we can't pass up such a massive party like this, right? You'll be seeing us real soon. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. We found a secret little entrance to crash this party of yours, and we're about to infiltrate. Wish us luck. So I hope you're ready. I don't want you to get a heart attack from our sudden entrance. Oh man, you're an absolute legend, Sammy. I'm glad our little plan to shove your face into the wedding cake went through without getting noticed, and that wasn't the best part either. Who would have expected you to trip on your own wedding dress during all of this and face plant into the floor? Then, the wedding cake came crashing down, landing all over you. Man, I wish I got that on video. There's no way we could have scripted something that hysterical. Anyways, you've been pranked. Oh, I'm glad I went over the entire plan with your husband Nate beforehand. Anyways, I'd love to hang out more with the rest of you, but we've got places to be and things to do, so we'll see you later. You, thanks for the laugh. Hey, how are you doing? Well, what a fall you had. God, that was classic. Epic prank, right? I wish I could see that again. That was insane how you just fell right into the cake and then you got finished off when it crumbled all onto you. God, and the crowd loved it. Did you see their reactions? I hope someone in the crowd recorded all of that. Man, if we upload that, it'll go viral. Anyways, go get dressed and come back. Busy day ahead after all. Hey, Samantha. Aw, come on now. There's no need to be so bitter about the whole thing. And besides, you wouldn't have ruined the wedding dress if it wasn't for you tripping over and face-planting, right? I'd say you're partially responsible for all of this. Anyways, I'm sure it won't even take that long, so stop sulking and get dressed. Go choose a new dress and put it on and do your makeup again. I'm sure you'll be good to go in no time. Look, we can't keep the other visitors waiting forever, okay? I'm sure the staff working here also wouldn't appreciate it if we postponed the wedding just because of some small mishap. So get on with it.
We will be canceling the wedding, and I'll be filing for a divorce.
Wait, what? Huh? Hold on. Have you gone insane? You're joking, right? Samantha, we need to talk right now. What in the world are you thinking? How could you report my friends to the police? Hello, it was a light prank. Get over yourself, you're such a drama queen. That's all it was, a lighthearted joke. Don't take it personally, you party pooper. Those were your husband's close friends from school. Are you not embarrassed to be this much of a sore loser? You could have just laughed it off. Honestly, I wouldn't even have minded if you got depressed about it, but calling the police on them is too far. To top it off, you had to call off the wedding? Are you for real? We were having such a great relationship up until then, but of course you had to ruin it all. We have to pay a cancellation fee. Do you not understand that your actions could lead to consequences for us? Not to mention, you went ahead and wasted the 25 grand that we paid to get all this set up. Are you stupid? Do you think I'm made of money or something?
I'm sure you've heard from my lawyer at this point, but what you did was clearly cross the line. You know I had light brain damage from that fall I took, right? All because of your dumb prank that you thought was so funny to set up?
Wait, what do you mean?
Nate, I passed out because of what you did. You know how I sent you the message about canceling the wedding and having a divorce with you and all? Well, that was actually my mom that wrote all that for my sake since I was unconscious. Not to mention I twisted my ankle when I fell. And to top things off, the knife I was holding at the time cut through my wedding dress. One wrong move and it could have been critical for me, you know? Your friends might have directly caused my death. Do you want me dying on the most important day of our lives? And you're the one that thinks I'm taking it too far by bringing all of this up to the police? Is that how it is? I think if anything, you're the one that made the 25 grand we spent go to waste. You ruined this wedding.
Damn it.
I'm going through with this divorce no matter what. End of conversation. I'm warning you. You better be prepared.
Samantha, I won't accept this. You hear me? I was just trying to brighten up the mood since you were so worried about all of those things happening. And this is how you repay me? By getting my friends arrested and throwing me out like yesterday's garbage? But of course that wasn't enough to satisfy you. You made my friends pay for all of your hospital fees. Then you went through and called things off with our marriage and made me pay for all the cancellation fees. Besides, why do I have to pay for everything related to this failed wedding anyways? We both should have to split it. It was your wedding as much as it was mine. How much money are you going to take from me before you're satisfied?
You knew from the very beginning that I was wary about those friends of yours. I feared that they would have done something like this, and yet instead you helped them out? I heard from someone that you told them that it was fine to go through with their prank. But why did you never dig deeper to find out what they were going to do specifically? You literally gave them permission to do whatever they wanted at our wedding.
Well, I didn't want to ruin the surprise after all. Can't be having that on such a day of celebrations.
You know very well that that's not the problem here. Why did I have to deal with 3 guys that assaulted me by throwing me into a cake from behind? Tell me, what did I do to deserve this? Why did I have to suffer injuries and embarrass myself in front of a crowd just for your entertainment, huh?
Like I keep saying, if it wasn't for you losing your balance, then this would have just ended in a light laugh for both of us. You just had to fall over and cause all of these problems. Now look, the whole wedding is a mess.
Listen to me. I had never worn a wedding dress out and about like that, Nate. Not to mention I was wearing high heels. Do you know how hard it is to regain your balance when you're being pushed with the things I was wearing? I'd love to see you try going through all of that with a wedding dress on. How would a woman even win a strength contest against 3 grown men anyways?
You say that, but this was all just an accident. I never knew it was going to end with you getting injured.
You were okay with your friends assaulting your own wife. Let that sink in, Nate. And to add insult to injury, you, who I was going to get married to, didn't even come to help me up at all. You were just sitting back and laughing with those 3 idiots you call friends.
I keep telling you, I didn't realize you were actually hurt.
I'm sure you could have at least rushed over and checked if I was okay, but you didn't even do that. You need to remember, Ben and the others have caused havoc at other weddings in the past. How did you not realize this was a bad idea to let them do whatever they wanted? You're lucky. This could have gone much worse than what ended up happening. I had a knife in my hand, for God's sake. We agreed to not let them anywhere near this wedding, didn't we? So why did you break my trust and help them to do what they wanted to do? I don't understand you at all. I thought you loved me. Did you really not care about my feelings that much that you were okay with me being potentially injured from all of this?
Well, that wasn't my intention. You have to believe me.
Well, what was your intention then?
Well, how can I explain this?
Go on, tell me. What was your intention? Be honest.
You see, it's complicated.
What did I say? Look at you. You can't even come up with a single valid excuse. Do you understand why I want to go through with this divorce now? And why I made you pay for all of the expenses? Clearly, you were the only one between us that was in the wrong. So, of course, you're the one that will be paying for damages. You directly caused the issues with this wedding, so you better have it in you to fix all of this up yourself. That's what responsibility is.
Hey, so I was thinking, is there any chance we could try again and start over?
Hell no. I know you would say the same thing to me if the roles were reversed. Now just get out of my face already.
Hey, Samantha. I suppose it's been 5 years already, huh? Time sure flies. I heard the big news. You're getting married soon, aren't you? Congratulations. And I heard where the wedding is going to be held too. It's all happening today, isn't it? I know you wish it were me you were marrying. I'll go pick you up right away. Just you wait. We're supposed to get married. And then we can finally get back together like old times. Hey, Samantha, where are you? Sam? Hold on, I don't get any of this. I went ahead and dressed up all nice and fancy for this day. I'm waiting outside too. But I noticed that you're not even the one getting married. How does that make sense? I don't get it. I thought you were getting married at the hotel downtown today. Oh, come on, answer me already.
Oh, what do you want?
There you are, finally. Where exactly are you right now? Come on, just tell me already.
Why do I have to tell you where I'm getting married? You literally have no part in my life right now.
You need to tell me, please.
God, fine, I'll tell you. Just stop pestering me already. I'm in Hawaii, and for your information, I'm getting married as we speak. So now what? What are you gonna do with that information,
Huh? Wait, you're in Hawaii? Why are you all the way out there?
To not deal with you. Why else would I be here?
Damn it, you took a plane just to get away from me? I thought you'd still be in the same city all this time.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but people change in 5 years. Though it seems like you didn't change one bit from the looks of things. I moved to an entirely different state because I didn't want to ever deal with you again. I quit my job, moved states, and started a brand new life here. And now I'm marrying a man who I met when I was first settling down here. That's all there is to it.
Wait, what? Why though? I still have feelings for you. Don't you understand me?
I don't believe a single word that comes from your filthy mouth.
Why not, huh? What did I ever do to you?
Really? What did you ever do to me? You really don't remember? You laughed at me while I was in pain on our wedding day. If that doesn't tell me what I need to know about you, I don't know what will.
I told you that was all a misunderstanding that came up from an accident.
I don't care if that wasn't your intention or whatever, because that's exactly what happened. Why would I ever want to go back to being with you after getting my trust completely shattered like that?
Samantha, come on. This isn't the game you want to be playing.
You just want to get back with me so that everyone else around you thinks that you're not as vile as you actually are, right? You think people will start thinking that you are the bigger man by apologizing to Samantha and getting back together. Is that it? God, you're so childishly naive.
Wait, please, give me another chance.
Ask yourself this. Why would I? I haven't needed you for the past 5 years, and I won't need you going forward either.
Just wait a second, let's talk this through.
Don't ever message me again.
Hold on. See, I messed up again when I went to a wedding the other week, and they're blaming all of the damages on me. I need to pay them money now. I'm in more debt than I ever was. Please, Samantha, I need your help. I'm begging you. Even my parents aren't helping me out at all. I promise I'll make you happy, so please, just save me this once. We used to love each other so much, remember? Please. Don't just ignore me. Ugh, why aren't you reading any of my messages? Sam!
Even 5 years after having a divorce with my ex-husband, I didn't end up blocking his number just in case I could use any further assault as evidence. But to think he'd actually try and contact me again and try to make me his wife of all things? After hearing about his debt that he had, I reached out to a friend back home. She told me that Nate had ended up crashing a wedding of someone unrelated to him and caused a scene for the sake of it, ending in him owing the couple a $50,000 fine. To make things worse for him, he'd been fired from his job a few months prior and was completely unemployed. And he was getting shady loans from elsewhere in order to support himself. Until one day, a black car arrived at his worn-down apartment, and that was the last time anyone saw him. I don't entirely know what happened to Nate, but I'm sure it had something to do with the egregious amounts of money he was borrowing. His bank account, on the other hand, is getting small payments as the months go by, so perhaps he's being made to work for someone somewhere. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more stories uploaded daily.